This hour for you on Daybreak, Missouri State enters another agreement with a local hotel to house students who test positive for the coronavirus.
And the U.S. Census Bureau may soon be knocking on your door. We'll tell you why.
Also, we're digging into the CDC's new guidance in regards to COVID-19 testing. We'll take a closer look at this and more coming up this hour for you on Daybreak.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Today is Thursday, August 27th. I'm Jennifer Abreu.
And I'm Joe Moreno. A lot happening right now. A lot of kids back in class for the first time today. And then a lot happening around the country. The Republican National Convention will wrap tonight. And then everyone's watching Hurricane Laura, right?
That's right. And for kids who have their first day in class today, it's like they had two first day of school this week.
That's true.
First day, Monday, online at home. And then today is the real first day, I guess, because you're in person in class sitting down, which they haven't done in months. So
that's right. I know Elisa Raff always liked the first in-person first day of school, right?
Yes. I don't know how I would have handled the virtual, but yes, always loved the first day of school. But yes, been busy this morning tracking Laura, right? Laura, mean landfall overnight, and we are tracking some cloud cover this morning. We've got some clouds in Springfield. You've got temperatures in the 70s. So it's very warm and humid air mass. It's 73 degrees in Springfield with some dew points over 70 with that tropical air mass in play. It's mostly cloudy and mostly dry this morning. A few spotty showers up near Lake of the Ozarks this morning. It's 73 degrees in Springfield, 70 in Harrison, and 72 degrees in Branson. Expect mostly dry roads out there today. We'll keep cloud cover and some spotty showers. Most of us will be dry. So if you're virtual today for school, you'll have clouds out the window with temperatures in the middle and upper 80s by dismissal. A grade of a B, mostly cloudy, 88 degrees for that high. There's Laura, a Category 2 hurricane with 105-mile-per-hour sustained winds. Laura made landfall overnight as a very strong Category 4 storm with 150-mile-per-hour winds. For a Category 5, you need to hit 157-mile-per-hour winds, so just shy of Category 5 status with a very low central pressure of 938 millibars. It is the strongest storm to hit the southwest Louisiana area, so waking up to lots of devastation there this morning. The remnants track locally tonight into tomorrow. Details on timing and totals coming up in 10 minutes.
We begin this morning with some breaking news for you. One person is dead and two others injured in Taney County. The Hollister Police Department says they responded late last night to a noise complaint in Hullen Park. They found a man dead from apparent gunshot wounds. A woman in the area was taken into custody. Police then learned of two individuals on Maple Street who had been shot. Both were involved in the first shooting incident as well, and they were taken to the hospital. We will continue to follow the story and bring you any updates as we learn more.
We're following up on a crime we told you about over the weekend, too. Two men are now charged in connection to a shooting at Club Rodeo Sunday morning. 27-year-old Dimitri Dudley faces first-degree assault charges and 2 counts of unlawful use of a weapon and armed criminal action. 25-year-old Montavious Warren is charged with resisting or interfering with arrest. Springfield police say the two men were arguing over a girl inside the club. That led to a fight in the parking lot. An employee saw one of the men grab a gun and fire shots into a crowd. Another witness says the man shot into the air. 17 shell casings were found. One bystander suffered a gunshot wound to the arm.
Authorities are searching for a cattle thief in Webster County. The sheriff's office posted on its Facebook page that some cattle were stolen in the Fordland area. The cattle have a freeze branding and hot branding mix with the letters LF. If you know anything about the crime, call the sheriff's office at 417-468-2222.
50 backlogged sexual assault kits from Springfield have been sent away for testing to a private lab as part of the Safe Kit initiative. Springfield police sent those tests. The Attorney General's office established the program to help test nearly 7,000 that were backlogged in Missouri. Once results come back, SPD investigators will work with victim advocates and prosecutors to try and figure out the best course of action next.
In more local news, a third hotel has come to an agreement with Missouri State University, giving the school another place to send students who live on campus, a place to quarantine if they need it. The historic Rail Haven Motel at the corner of Glenstone and St. Louis will now offer the university some relief if they need that. Gordon Elliott, the owner of Elliott Lodging, says Rail Haven has taken a big hit in business, down about 50% from where they were at this time last year. An earlier agreement the university made with the Q pledged about $480,000 for full service across 120 rooms for 45 days. The Rail Haven deal now will be on a per-night basis, $79 per night per room, and will provide up to 60 rooms for students. Elliott says things will be done safely.
We do it out the back door, give them a key, get them signed up, and then if they need linens, we'll drop them off the door, knock on the door. We don't clean the rooms, but while they're in there, but we'll give them anything they need. You got to make up for some bad months, and it really helps out when you had all the expenses all year, and you were down so much, and all of a sudden you get maybe full. So it's a good deal for the university. It's a good deal for us.
Elliott says they will be deep cleaning and fogging rooms in between student guests, and they will still keep at least 30 rooms available for regular customers. This agreement will run until next June.
The U.S. Census Bureau begins door-to-door visits in Missouri this week. Census takers will follow up on those who haven't responded online or by mail. According to the Bureau, nationwide there has been a return rate of 64%. From the census, so takers need to reach about 54 million addresses to collect responses in person. Kansas City and Springfield are both down in the 2020 response rate compared to 10 years ago.
We've had a good response in terms of internet. Of course, paper response is a little bit lower. We are going to do another mailing, though, and that mailing will take place starting this week to some of the low responding areas of the country.
The Bureau will start sending out more mail-ins this week, too, so you'll want to watch out there.
We're starting out with some dry roads on the Color 10 Live Drive this morning. It's just mostly cloudy, and it stays mostly cloudy by dismissal with that high at 88 degrees. We're still tracking Laura, a Category 2 hurricane with 105-mile-per-hour winds. Details on the track of the remnants coming up next.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Jennifer Abreu, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Alisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.